You've done 5-MeO, right? I remember I watched one of your earlier videos.
I have, yeah.
Would you say that um, total release? Oh, uh, let me start differently. I'm projecting here. So I've done it 3 times, and all 3 times there was just this complete total release in the body. Like um, all contractions are like whew, gone. All
Hmm.
fuses are blown, basically. Is that is that what happens when the contraction is really dissolved? Is that what
Yes.
it, not the big wow thing that you get probably, but that openness, that complete like feel?
Totally. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So the reason I did 5-MeO and DMT was actually after uh, this awakening or this liberation. I wanted to confirm, is it the same thing, or but I wanted to see if there's any difference between this state and that state. And the first thing that I came out saying after the experience was samadhi is real.
Mm,
And it was the exact same experience. I mean, the experience on 5-MeO, it was very, very sudden, very abrupt. All the sinew and attachments of contracted energy are burst open all at once. In the time between that final inhale and the time your body is laid down horizontally, everything is blown completely wide open. And what remains then, and if you have this realization prior to a 5-MeO DMT experience, there's sort of you're more capable of having a sort of stabilization in that space and then bringing that knowledge back into this apparent realm, is you're just becoming the self-luminous presence that is unmanifest. You're becoming the absolute. You're becoming this self-luminous awareness that is already what you are ultimately. But that looks like all of this. And when you're in that space, there's no looking. There's no looking outside of yourself, which is why it's just pure luminous. It's just pure radiance, just not looking out at anything. It just is the pure radiance of presence. That's all there is. And when you're looking out this way, it appears as all of this.
mm,
But it's the exact same thing. It's the core of being.
mm,
Yeah.
mm. Yeah, and then but then like the volume goes completely totally 100% open. Bam. Yeah, yeah, that cool. Yes, that very much gives words to my sense, which I don't really have clear words for. I because yeah, I did have that experience, but I did have that experience that but it was so loud in a sense. It was so, the frequency was so high that I couldn't really necessarily one-on-one bring that back to the state of being just in a normal state of mind, because then it's much more quiet and subtle and less
Yeah,
loud.
you felt the loudness of it only because you took the position of the body mind as you brought that into that absolute space. And so you felt all of the blowing apart of these energies just exploding off of you. Whereas if you were to remain just as the pure awareness before the experience, during the experience, and in that absolute timeless space, nothing would have actually changed.
Mm,
Like there's these felt sensations, of course, in the body because the body is going through a very visceral experience because it itself is a thought form, and so it itself needs to explode apart and it completely dissolve into this absolute space. But if you're taking the standpoint of your true and ultimate nature as pure awareness, it's already that. And so nothing actually happens.